everybody, Fire Mama here, and Mother Nature has come to life on the farm. The chickens and the turkeys are here to help me with the video, but everything's starting to green up and come to life, and there's a excuse me, a lot of wild plants and stuff in my yard that can be used for edibles, in salads, things like that, or they can also be used for medicine. And I just wanted to give you show you some of the things that are grown in my yard, and then I will do separate little videos on each one to show you how I use them. So come walk with me and I'll show you what we got. Okay, hey, there you are. So the first thing I want to show you is get some of these that are actually weeds out of the way. The first thing right here is called chickweed. And this is everywhere. It has little tiny white flowers that are almost heart-shaped. Hopefully you can see that. And it is good for, you can eat this in salads, or you can dry it and use it as a soup thickener. But it has a lot of different things, and this is everywhere. I mean, I have big patches of it everywhere. And then if we walk a little bit over here, this right here is purple dead nettle. And it's got many, many uses as well. And I picked that, and we'll use it. And it grows everywhere too. The thing about the chickweed is it does not like to be hot. So when it starts getting real hot in the summer, it will die off. But it will come back in the late fall. It's an early spring, late fall plant. Now right here we got what is called cleavers. And cleavers, you'll know it because it sticks to you. It'll stick to everything. And it grows a lot with the purple dead nettle and the chickweed. Another one, this one right here, and everybody's probably seen it too. This one here will be red clover. It'll get red clover heads. Now this is a little different from regular clover that you find in the yard, and it is white clover. But the red clovers, when the buds come on, I will save the buds. You can use the leaves as well. And of course, hello goaties. Everybody's favorite flower to love is the dandelion. Everything on the dandelion can be used. Leaves, roots, flowers. Flowers can be battered like you would mushrooms and fried up. Can be made into teas. And most of this stuff I will go ahead and gather now and dry it so I have it for winter. And now here we are. We have a large patch of Creeping Charlie. Creeping Charlie, most people don't like the smell of Creeping Charlie, but I love it. because it reminds me of my grandmother. She always had this in her yard, and I just like to keep it around. But over here, in amongst the creeping Charlie and the blackberries that's coming up, I will try to find a good picture of one without stepping all over it. This is wild lettuce, which is also called wild opium, and it can be made into a pain medicine. This is Mother Nature's most powerful pain medicine, and I'm not sure how well you can see because there's a lot of them that look alike out there, but it has the little spines on the ribs, the back rib there, and I will do a video on that as well. But I have a big patch of it, and as you can see back there is some more cleavers. So right here, this is called plantain, and plantain is best if you're going to eat it when it's young. As it gets bigger, these ribs in the back will get thicker, and you can still eat it. It's just when it's big, when the leaves are big and they're thick like that, it's best to cook it like spinach. Otherwise, when it's young and tender like this, just put it in a salad. In here we have a nice big patch, and this is not the only patch of violets. They are everywhere, and you could tell them because they have a heart-shaped leaf. Some have white flowers, some have purple. They can be used in salads and such as well, but you can also use the flowers for making vinegars to wash your hair. But again, that'll be another video. There's some light ones over there. So here is some lamb's quarter, and it's growing everywhere with my greens, which is fine. But lamb's quarter, the young tender leaves, like these outer ones, you can cook it up like spinach as well. These little bitty ones, you can just throw in a salad and eat them. And again, and looky here, I got some chickweed growing with it. See, this stuff it grows everywhere if you let it. And here we have our elderberry bush. It grows right up next to the barn, and it has been here growing for about 5 years. I do have a mulberry tree trying to grow in with it, which I got to get it cut out. Which mulberries, the berries themselves, can be eaten. But elderberry is wonderful, wonderful for colds and flu. It builds your immunity. So I'm going to have to stop right here because the weather's about to set in and it's about to start raining on me. So we are back inside due to Mother Nature's little impromptu rainstorm. So some of the things that I covered, as you can see, there is a lot of wild food out there that you can collect, and you can again eat it in salads. You can cook it up as I think they call it a pot vegetable. I call it a wild vegetable. and most of them can be used for medicines. I got a few of them that I have actually already collected this year, and then some were last year. My elderberry, which I will just a lot of times just make the juice and can it up, and then when I'm ready to make the syrup, I have just the pure juice. And then the chickweed, I've already dried some, and wild lettuce. And one of them that I didn't find growing yet, which when I find it I will show you what it looks like, is mullein, and it is great for respiratory. And then of course the dandelions, and then here's the root. I just lay it out on the counter drying. I do recommend, when you are going to start looking for these edible wild herbs, that you get you a really good book. This one here is one that we have had for years, like probably 30 or better, and it's a really good one. The only thing I have a hard time with is the pictures are in black and white, but it's an older book. And then I have my Rosemary Gladsters. This is her beginning one. It is really nice. It has recipes in it. It has colored pictures to help show detail. Let me find one that, well, here's yarrow. It actually shows you the color of the flowers and such. And this one, as you can tell, I use it a lot as well. It has bookmarks all the way through it. She has a lot of medicinal recipes and things, and it has colored pictures in it too. It's just nice to know what's out there in your yard if you need it, would ever need it, or most things in nature, the minerals and the vitamins and the good healthy things for you haven't been taken out of it. So that's just a quick little video that I wanted to give you to show you what's growing in your backyard. I do want to tell you, I am not a doctor. I don't have a big, nice, fancy certificate of herbalism. I just have done a lot of research. I have taken many classes online, and you can find these classes online too. And just really went out and searched and looked and double checked and just made sure I knew what I was getting. I've experimented. So that's what I recommend for you. Not all of these wild things people can eat. There's certain ones that I've come across that aren't good for folks who have kidney issues. So if you find one of these and you're one of those people, don't use it. What I use is what is best for me and my family. So I hope this video was helpful. Like I said, I'll do a video on each one of these and put it up and let you see how I use it. With that being said, I hope everybody has a blessed day, and this is Fire Mama.